All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Two Dudes podcast. It's
Oh,
good to have you for another show today. We got some good stuff for you. I'm Rick. That's Kevin. What's good, Kev?
man, me and the side hustle, we not connecting right now. We keep the schedule.
What
It's
happened?
like I had all that free time, but we was COVID, with nobody doing nothing. Now that everything is starting to get open back up, I s- I seen being able to single fish get that first gig. Homie hit me up today and was just like, "What you doing next Friday at 4?" I was like, "I'm at work till 4:30. That's what I'm doing." Oh man, I need a DJ from 4 to 6 for my opening. All I heard was wah 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 wah. That's all I heard. And I was like, that's feel like I was talking like Woodstock on Charlie Brown. I just then the gate the fact that it's my birthday next Friday. You want me to DJ? Then I'm supposed to go to I thought a wedding on Friday. Didn't get to DJ because it's my best friend's sister. That's like my big sister. We've been knowing each other since '97. So we've been, down like four flats, many moons.
This ain't
Turns
the
out,
one.
I
This
guess
ain't the one with my truck, is it?
no, it's somebody else. No, it's
Okay.
somebody else.
All right.
No, so it turns out, I guess there was some particulars about this wedding, this, that, and the third, to where I ain't even make the cut to get invited. I was like, I'm taking L's right now, just left and right. I'm like, who did I piss off all these L's? Then they got a 6 pack of L's. I'm tired of taking them. Tired of it. And it's just frustrating. Because one, if I could have DJ'd the wedding, no telling what business come from that. If I could DJ this opening, it's on 18th and Vine too. Man, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
I
but
feel you.
all I can do is stay focused and positive, focus and positive,
That's all you
focus
can do.
and positive.
So for me, as you know, picking up from where we left off last week, I am desperately trying to be better. Um, the workouts are going okay. I'm doing my thing. I'm not as sore right now. I haven't had a chance to get any running in yesterday or today, so my brother's gonna have to correct that tomorrow. I'll probably get out there and run on the track before I go to work tomorrow. Get that taken care of. As a matter of fact, the last time I ran would have been Sunday, and what did I put in? 7 miles on Sunday, and that's it. Uh, I,
You
I,
said
I
it like that's a low number or something.
I should really be in double digits by now. I should be at about 10 miles, but I don't mind. I'll get there by the end of July. Remember, my next race is 4th of July in Wichita, so technically I got a little over 2 weeks, and I got to make that happen. Um, Trying to eat a lot healthier. I am noticing some differences with that. I don't have as many sugar cravings, and if there's stuff around the house with sugar in it, eh, I could give a damn. But I got to be careful because I had that one day where I said, you know what, I'm gonna eat something, and I had a whole lot of something. So, you know, by the way, that would have been Monday. So, kicking myself for that, but it happens. We're not
See,
perfect, on this journey to be better.
that's where I need your strength, so I can walk by and avoid the cookies and the snacks, and because
But that
I'm a,
but that's the trick though. You can't avoid them. You minimize
I need that. However,
them.
I need something to where I'm just like, honey, I shrunk the snacks.
Remember, on this journey to be better, it's about mind, body, and soul. The body is just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The mind, you know, not that I'm on some spiritual thing or anything, but remember, brother's supposed to learn how to play guitar, and I've slacked off on that. I haven't picked a guitar up in we'll just say weeks, and I need to get back into that.
That might be a good thing for us that you have it. That might be a good thing.
Why is that a good thing? You know,
Because
don't you?
one, you're left-handed, so you're already special.
Actually, no. I'm teaching myself to play right-handed. I'm gonna play traditionally
Here we go with this shit.
because,
Why left-handed want to be traditional?
well, it's harder to find a good left-handed guitar. It really is,
It's hard
and
to
they're
find a
more
good left-handed
expensive.
person. It's hard to find everything left-handed. Scissors, clubs,
oh, you can find them, but they're more expensive.
cars.
Well, yeah, if I wanted to drive on the left side of the road, I'd move to Great Britain or something.
Seeing our dogs, they rather you be right-handed versus left. Y'all just don't get no love.
Really? See an eye dog? What are you trying to say? I'm gonna be going blind too? Is there something I need to know?
I'm just saying,
I mean, damn. First it's cancer and now it's blindness. What are y'all doing to me?
that's why I support CNI midgets. We need to help these midgets get jobs.
Okay, on that note, I got a couple of shout outs I want to do.
Oh, you
And
know midgets?
not Mitch. Well, one of them's a midget. Uh, but on the for real tip,
Yeah.
first things first, my older son Charles. Not only is he getting ready to enter his senior year in high school, uh, I gave him some advice the other day. Told him, it ain't nothing gonna come to you. You got to go out and get it. And little man, well, he ain't so little no more.
That nigga
He
ain't
he,
little.
no, he's got his job now. And I believe he started on Tuesday. And I know he said he started on Tuesday, and he's got his orientation out of the way. He did that last week, so uh, props and congrats to him.
Where's he working?
Entered the world to making that money. I'll let you know offline. I'm not
Uh,
gonna say on the podcast. Don't want no incidents because we advertising where people work, but
yeah.
And back to the midget. Props to Darian, my youngest son. He came to me today and said, "Hey, I want to learn how to run like you."
Really?
It's on now. Um, so obviously I'm going to start him off slow because he ain't ready for 7 miles. He ain't ready for 2 or 3 miles. So, but I have a training plan in mind for him. I will get him started later on this week, and we'll see how it goes.
You think he'll
Uh,
stick with it?
um, like any kid that's 10 years old, probably not,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see because if this really is something that he wants to do, hey, I am so all for it. Um, I I I am very proud that he takes, both my sons take interest in things that I take interest in. They both like to do artwork, and for Darian to show an interest in running, I can look at that as a bonding moment. We'll see how that works out,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it can grow from there. The thing that I've got to do is be more dad than coach. I don't want to push him or anything like that.
That's a mistake I made when I used to watch with the girls. And look at this, look at this, look at that. But then I also realized one, they don't care to watch soccer. They rather play it. They don't want to see it. They rather go see it live versus watch it from home. And if they watch
Right.
from home, they rather watch the guys versus the women, which is kind of backwards, but that's what they prefer.
You know what? It's not though, because when it comes to tennis, I'd rather watch the women than the men.
I watch either or.
Yeah, but the women have on the really short skirts.
And a lot of them look mannish, so I ain't trying to see a bunch of Martina Navratilova.
Actually, she didn't look mannish.
Mm, you don't know Martina like I know Martina.
Something you need to tell us on the show?
Nah, that was back in my frequent flyer days.
Uh-huh. I saw the outfit that you was thinking about wearing to the wedding. It looks like you're gonna be flying again real soon, pimp.
Shit. Now I ain't got to worry about trying to find it.
Uh, uh, hey, anywhere but town center because it looks like they in trouble.
All I want to say is, if you own a mall, find a sucker to buy it, because malls are dying worse than old people right now. Whether you got the traditional go inside the building mall or you got the out the street entrance type mall, they're dying.
Most
Amazon
most brick and
offers
mortar stores are dying.
delivery. You say what?
Most brick and mortar stores are dying.
Exactly. Excuse me. I mean, because sadly, we went from a world of separation to everyone coming together to where we're going back to separation.
Yeah.
Think about
Now, flashback real quick, a few seconds. The only reason why I knew about Town Center is because you had mentioned it.
it.
Because remember, in addition to trying to be healthy and everything, I'm also taking a break from social media.
Yeah.
So, once again, people, if you know me and you listen to this podcast, that's the reason why you haven't seen any posts from me lately. No advertisements, no posts or anything, and not missing it, not missing it at all. As a matter of fact, like I said last week, I got time to do other stuff. You know,
Yeah.
even if I'm only on social media for a total of 30 minutes a day, that's 30 minutes I can, put to something else.
That's
And
why I take time to send you ignorance, just so you don't lose contact.
speaking of ignorance, Jack Daniels, you sent this from what was it called? Disley.com?
Yeah.
Disley? Oh man, where is that at? Um, see if it'll let me do that. It probably won't let me share the screen. And I thought Zoom had a screen share on here.
It may have at once, but continue on.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, cause I got it up here on my screen, and I can't help but laugh at it because Jack Daniel's original recipe Tennessee honey. Um, I can't believe that whiskey, honey, and lemonade. I cannot believe that. I absolutely cannot believe that because when you sent that, I had to laugh. I know it's in a can, but if you serve this hot, you've got a hot toddy.
Yeah. When you first said it, I was like, hot. Then I was like, oh, a hot. Yes, it's a hot toddy. Yes.
Yes, I could not believe that. All right.
Nor could I.
Now the question is, are you gonna try it?
I say no right now, but let me walk into Gomer and they got a taste test going. Who am I to tell them no?
Well, a 4-pack will cost you $13.
Oh, I ain't fucking with that then. I ain't fucking with that. I'd be damn I could eat $13 for 4 of them.
Yeah, and I don't even know how many ounces these cans are. I don't know if it's a tall can or it looks like it's a tall can, but still.
It's just like the Crown Royal cans.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's
and they
seven
want
percent
$13
alcohol.
for it?
So it's gonna be about. See, here's the thing. Crown is about 11 or 12. So since Jack's supposed to be a better level, they're gonna make theirs a little bit more expensive. So it's go. They probably both go hit the same thing about it though. Take them out the box, put them deep in your cooler and put the ice on top. Forget about them for about 30 to an hour. Let them get real cold. Put them in your refrigerator again out the box and put them in the back of the refrigerator so they can get cold. Because if they cold, you crack that top, you gonna see that smoke come out to where you know that bitch about to hit good. And when it hits good, you go feel it. You gonna be like, yeah, because 7% per can. So that's a lot for a can about that big.
Yeah, that's
So it
true.
as you know, the little redhead motherfucker say on Hawaiian Punch, it packs a punch. It's just, do you want to taste that? Is the question.
You know what? Again, I hate the price on that, but um, one time, I might pull the trigger on that
If I
just to say I
go,
did it.
if I go on this on sale, I'll try it. Matter of fact, you know what? This weekend, if Boner's got it on sale, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna try it, and I'll let y'all know Tuesday what it's about.
Okay. All right.
Like the Crown one, I did the apple, and I did the peach. The apple was the best one. The peach was okay, but the apple, was the best overall. Just got that mug cold, and that mug was right. I ain't even tried the original. I was like, I've had the original.
Yeah. Now moving right along, this is another interesting tidbit that you and I have talked about several times. We're going to call this Plan B.
Mm-hmm.
The 2022 Ford Maverick, because that motherfucker looks right.
Motherfucker sweet.
Yes. Ford is knocking it out the park, bro. They really are.
And I saw the Ranger yesterday. They brought the Ranger back, gave it a new look. So this is a little bigger than the Ranger. It's in between Ranger and F-150. Okay. This is like replace the sport tracks where it looked like a real truck.
Yeah, because I didn't care for them tiny things.
The sport track wasn't bad. It's just once you realize that you couldn't put a mattress in the back of it, it was like a waste.
Hell, you couldn't put a big chair back there if it was too big. Like a lazy boy. Lazy boy wouldn't go back there.
The sport track truly was made for females. When my uncle had it, when he got his F-150 and he got that, he loved and regretted all at the same time. He loved the gas miles, but he regretted the space.
True. I mean,
that Maverick is about number 3 on my list of what I'm looking at when I can get out there and go shopping.
Well, see, I call it the Plan B because, as you know, Plan A, without a doubt, that's going to be the Bronco. And I'm assuming that's your A too.
No, mine is that Mustang. I told you. You
Now,
hating.
are we talking Mustang, or are you talking the Honda Accord Mustang?
I'm talking the Ford electric Mustang that you hating on, that you won't respect it for what it is. That's what I'm
It
talking
is.
about.
The Ford Mustang looks like a Honda Accord, man. It really
No,
does.
the hell it doesn't.
The electric one?
You as bad as my homie talking about how could Ford disrespect the Mustang, give it that look, and then he gonna say, how could they just take the Maverick off a nice car and put it on that raggedy ass truck? But he a Chevy person, so he don't know any better, He a midget in a Cadillac, he should be helping some blind person.
Well, I don't know about midgets and Cadillacs, but as far as I'm concerned, um, the Bronco is still my number one. So I take it yours is Mustang, Bronco, Maverick.
Or and the Explorer's still in the mix too. The Explorer's a nice also, so it's that's in the mix also. We just know it's gonna be something to say FORD on it. That's what we pretty much know.
Uh-huh. You're not
damn
wrong.
see that.
You're not wrong. Anyway, this is by contrast. This because we done went and brought up the Mavericks and the Fords. Ferrari has a new vehicle. It is called the 382 Superfast. And there's a reason why they call it Superfast, bro. It will get up there. Let Ricky just read you the specs on this vehicle. Because you know how I am. I'm to Ferrari like you are to Lamborghini. If I could, that would be the ride. And let's pull up the specs on this bad boy. All right. All right, so here's where we are on that. I'm sorry, it's the Ferrari 812 super fast, and it tops out at 205 miles per hour. So
That's it, 205. That's slow, bitch.
it
That's
might be
barely
slow,
outrunning
but
shopping cart.
bro, it's a Ferrari.
A knockoff Lamborghini.
No, it's a Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. I would drive that mug. Don't tell me you wouldn't drive it either.
I wouldn't drive it.
See here. Naturally aspirated 6.5 liter V12, 789 horsepower. Uh, top speed of 211 miles per hour, by the way. Um, it got to 205 on the Autobahn. So I guess dude had to slow down in order to make them turns.
You know what vibe this is giving me?
What's that?
They went old school with the look. Look at it and tell me what it makes you think of.
It makes me think of that. Was it an Acura NSX?
No, this is Puerto Rican PI. Look at the front of that and think about what he drives on the show. They went old school on this.
Well, now Puerto Rican PI drives the new one.
But the new one is a resemblance of what the original drove. You just think about what on the Puerto Rican PI and the original Magnum, they went old school on this look. It's like they
Yeah.
merged the two.
Well, Ferraris haven't looked too different over the years in the first place. They're pretty
This
much
one
a
looks
company
like
that they stick
it
to what
looks
they
like they
know.
just put it together.
It kind of looks like a Toyota Supra. Remember those before they
I
discontinued
remember
them?
that trash.
Yeah, it looks like those. And I hate to say it because you know how most people say the new Vet kind of looks like a Ferrari. Well, that kind of reminds me of the new Vet too.
No, I saw the new vet Sunday. I almost got in a wreck. That motherfucker was so sick. I was looking at it. That motherfucker turned. I damn near turned with it. I think somebody was in one. I think it was like a black one or a dark blue one. That motherfucker was sick.
Damn.
I was like, oh yeah,
Well,
it's nice,
I
very
bet.
nice.
But
But it's not a Lambo.
no, it's not a Lambo. But only a Lambo is a Lambo.
That
So
is true.
had this thing um and I forget the name of the reality show because Ricky hates reality shows. It's something I think it's on NBC where they're on slip and slides or it's something in the water. It's kind of a water games or something or another. But the thing is, the report showed that after just a couple episodes, they had to shut down the whole set because there's some kind of bacteria in the water that if it got in the contestants' mouths, they would have diarrhea and sickness for several days.
Yeah, I guess it was
So
like shit everywhere.
yeah, so if you don't already think reality shows are shit, there's proof for you right there.
Yeah,
That's
they had a shitty start to
all right. We're not gonna make fun of reality shows anymore. I promise. Um, I saw an interesting article. 3 words full of negativity. You know what those 3 words are? I have to. And the article was something along the lines of people are always talking about I have to do this, I have to do that, and it makes it sound like you don't really want to, and it puts you in a negative perspective straight out the box. And basically the article said instead we should use words like I get to or something like that. If it sounds better coming off our lips, it'll actually be better in our minds, allegedly.
it. That's bullshit.
I mean, you're not going to hear me say, I want to go to work because I don't.
No, some days you have those days you want to go and you have to go to work. You'll say it out loud. But I don't believe that. I think we
No,
all have to.
that's I get to go to work.
We all have a handful of days out the year where we're like, man, I can't wait to get to work. I mean, they're far and few in between. Even if it's a job you love, it's still far and few in between because more than likely you're telling people what to do, and
You know what?
that's where the
I take
fun
that
gonna
back.
come.
I do agree with you because the day after that Chiefs Raiders game at Arrowhead, yeah, I wanted to go to work. I wanted to let all y'all know.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We talked about this chick before, but I want to bring it up again because there was an article online about Lizzo. And since we talking a little bit about mind, body, and soul, let's go back to the body real quick. I guess she was in a bikini, and you know, hey, bless her heart, she's comfortable. She says in her own skin.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, except for, and I know I'm probably gonna piss some people off because they may take it the wrong way. Uh, and it's crazy because I'm the one that's gonna offend people on the show today and not you. But I'm not buying it. I'm really not.
As
Um,
far as what?
her saying that she's comfortable in her own skin.
She is
She
because
might be confident,
mhm.
but believe me, if she if she if she was thinner, and I'm not gonna, put another face on it, but if she was thinner, and it don't matter by how much, do you think she wouldn't want to be?
I mean, but that's kind of a general thing. We are kind of like the hell. I love
Exactly.
to
That's where I'm going with it too. That's why I don't want to. I'm trying not to offend people, but I'm just bringing the facts.
well, not about
Everybody
it.
has something that they can improve about themselves.
It's a general thing, and the thing is, what people fail to realize, she's coming on her own skin because even before she came out, she had a label deal. She was getting money for writing and stuff like that. She's always been working out. I saw a picture of her yesterday, bikini top and like some sweatpants or whatever. And you can tell she's lost a lot of that stomach. And it ain't been no surgery or nothing like that. You can tell that she's been working out and she has lost weight.
And
But she's
that's good.
not gonna she's not gonna advertise it because she's still new to the game and she don't lose her fan base. She can't be like Rick Ross. Rick Ross came in, I'm the biggest boss. And because of Rick Ross, then you got Fat Joe on MTV with a swim towel on with no shirt on. But you know what I'm saying? One gave the other power to do that. And then Rick Ross gets a couple albums in, then all of a sudden you're hearing about Ross Fit, how he's lost his weight and everything. Then you look
Ross
up
Ross's
Fat
doctor
Joe that
told
lost
him.
weight.
Ross's doctor told him you need to lose a few.
You don't think Lizzo ain't been told that?
Oh, I don't know. You're probably right. But
That's
but
what I'm
here's where I'm
saying.
here's where I'm going
But
with this.
no,
Here's
but
where I'm
let
going.
me finish though. The
Okay.
thing is, she's gonna keep losing weight. She's not gonna advertise it because she doesn't want to lose her fan base. She has a fan base of male, female, and gays. Let's keep it 100. That all support because how she came in and she said, "Oh, Beyonce, you wearing that? I got it too in a blue. Let me go get it." And she's wore hers. No stop, no nothing. So she's gained props and notoriety for it. I'm seeing videos to where she was like Kendra size that we used to work with, or Chantel. And so at some point she just, so it's like, so she's been the petite.
And real quick, this is not just on Lizzo. This is anybody. So
Yeah.
for all you people out there, specifically the Caucasians that may not know about Lizzo, just think Adele, and just roll with us on this because it's happened to numerous stars. I remember back in the day, because I'm old school, when Luther went through this. Hell, Janet has a history of going up and down.
Well, at least with Janet though, but see, this is back when this is why it's so hard to compare I know you throw Janet in there because you're a groupie, but the thing is,
Hey,
that's
I,
back
I
when stars was really stars.
me and
To where
Janet are just friends. I'm a Sade groupie.
I don't know why you a groupie of the slow, but it's one of the things where, like I said, back when stars were stars, I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna drop this album, do my tour. I'm gonna give you about 15, 18 months of me. Then it's dying down. We ain't pushing no more singles. I'll see y'all in about 2, 3 years. Fade to the background. Nowadays, you like this, but you still be sing. When back in the day, you was like that. So it just is one of the things where it's like the game doesn't change. It's different. And Lizzo, like I said, she gonna keep doing what she doing, but she gonna do it slow and moderate to where at some point someone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I see all the weight you've lost." But and the pandemic also helps a lot of people too,
Yeah.
change their image and stuff like that.
But now let me ask you this, and we're still using Lizzo as an example, but it could be anybody. Um, you've got two factions. You've got people that will say, I'm bringing her up because to me it's unhealthy. And there may be truth to that. There really may. But then you've got another faction say, why are you bringing it up? That's body shaming. What's the line between constructive criticism and body shaming?
There isn't one. The line is mind your business. That's the line. Mind your business. If I don't ask you, mind your business. If you
So,
can't dish it out to take it back, mind your business. That's the line.
so then
That's all it is. Nothing more,
what you're
nothing less.
saying is anything
Mind your
is
business.
constructive criticism. It's none of it is I mean any of it is body shaming.
Pretty much. Because that's the problem. There's a take from Living Color back in the day. There's a cherub of justice for everything nowadays. The whole soccer mom and the minivan then turned to the soccer mom in the Tesla, or in the Acura. So it's gotten out of hand and got ridiculous.
All
Everywhere
right.
you look up.
Let me flip the script then and not talk about the people that are talking about the celebrity, talk about the celebrity. How much of it is really being comfortable with oneself versus just being accepting that you are unhealthy?
See, again, mind your business because why need you to accept me? Who are you to me?
No, no,
Nobody.
not people accepting you, you accepting yourself. When you say
Oh,
that you're comfortable in your own
that's
skin.
the thing. That's the thing within me to where what you're saying doesn't matter because that's between me and myself. That's between me and the mirror every morning when I wake up. So that's something that's not in the conversation that leaves my motherfucking bathroom, or my bedroom or whatever.
Mm. Okay, so I feel you then. Um, I don't know. It to me, I feel like there's a right and wrong, there's good and bad, and there's a balance to it all. And you're right. If nobody brings it up, then it isn't a factor or shouldn't be a factor at all. The problem is in the day and age we live in, things that shouldn't be factors are, and things that aren't. I mean, things that should be factors aren't, and things that shouldn't are. And that's kind of where we are as a society nowadays. It sucks, but it's real.
Yeah, that is
Um,
very true.
which brings me to an article that I saw on Kevin Hart and cancel culture, and he was talking about that because obviously he, as a
Man,
comedian, he cannot be who he wants to be because of cancel culture.
can I just say he on some bullshit? Can I just say that?
So holler at me about that then.
Okay, so here's the thing. That nigga on some bullshit. You talking all this serious double-headed cancel culture, blah, 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 the past 2-3 weeks. Is it because your movie comes out Friday and it's called Fatherhood and it's not a comedy? It's a serious dramatic film with some comedy sprinkled in there. So you're trying to show a level of maturity. Is that why you're talking like that now? Survey says, hell yes, it is. I don't think any of that's sincere. That's just you speaking to the masses to make sure that your movie is number one. Because every big celebrity has done a movie with Netflix, their movie ends up number one. I think very few have not ended up number one, and you don't want to be the first one to not make it number one movie for Netflix. So all this talk about cancel culture and the third, that's just you putting on the show for the masses. I don't think that's how you truly feel or believe. You just putting on the show to make sure you outdo Mike Epps. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you outdo whoever else's comedian has had a show because you still top dog right now. Anybody took your crown. Dave Chappelle went around you. That's how disrespectful he was. He had to go through you. He went around you and did some specials for Netflix that went through the roof. Eddie just did 2 movies independent of you that knocked you down a couple pegs. And he ain't even toured or nothing. So I just think he put on the show because his movie's coming. And the movie looks good. It looks real good.
Well,
I
didn't
plan
he
on watching it
already
when it
do
come
a
out.
movie? Didn't he already do a serious kind of movie? The one where he was taking care of the dude in the wheelchair or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna need Kevin Hart to do some more comedies then.
Now, the movie with dude in the wheelchair, I wish I had got somebody actual who was in a wheelchair. I guess, not gonna say what I was thinking. I wish they had actually, got somebody in the wheelchair or whatever. But that was a good movie. Kevin Hart did a good job in that movie.
Because I've known you so long, I know what you were thinking, but I'm just gonna leave that on the table.
Yeah, just leave it there. But now it was a good movie.
But now you opening up another can of worms. It is time for him to come out with something, and usually that's the way it is with stars. When they want to promote something, there's also some sort of controversy around them in some way, shape, or form. Uh, it's the old Hollywood adage: even negative news is good news if they do it right. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, let's start to wrap this up here real quick. This is something that I wanted to talk about, and I can't believe I wanted to talk about it because this is dealing with your squad. The Le'Veon Bell situation. Bro, what is wrong with him?
He's an idiot. I hate that I wanted him to come here.
Yeah, because you sung his praises. You highly sung his praises when he came. And you just thought the running game was going to be more than complete. And I did not realize this until I read the article. I didn't realize he didn't get a lick of playing time in the playoffs or the Super Bowl. Is he mad because of that?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Dog been tripping lately. I'm gonna take him to the vet. This whole Le'Veon thing. How can I put it? He's like ABTO. He got the wrong people around him. Trying to make something blow up. All I did was blow on him. He went at the Jets. He went at Pittsburgh. He wasn't getting no traction. But then he decided, Well, let me go ahead and point my gun on the Hall of Fame coach that everybody in the world loves. Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess apparently him and the honey badger are kind of into it.
Well, no, the Honey Badger put him in his place. He just said, some complain, some put in work. You get what you get. But Honey Badger letting you know he came here, he didn't put in work. And we ain't gonna blast him. Okay, Playboy, you do you. Because I saw his stats. You had 69 carries, only had 200 something yards. You had two touchdowns and like 11 catches for 90 yards, and you had hella drops. Like like the great Shannon Sharp said, Shady McCoy came to Kansas City, did whatever Kansas City needed, got a ring. Set in free agency, went to Tampa, did whatever Tampa said, got a ring. Now he's off in the sunset with 2 rings.
Yeah.
Shady did what I thought he was gonna do. We just needed a back, give us about 600, 700 yards. He gave us a little over 6, a little over 3 catching, gave us a handful of touchdowns. Did what we needed. Nothing more, nothing less. His only Achilles heel, sometimes he fumbled at the wrong damn time. He went to Tampa, did the same thing until they thoroughbred of a running back was like, I got this, bro. You go ahead and just sit down. I got this.
Yeah,
We
it's too
had
bad.
that
It's
coming.
too bad that thoroughbred of a running back waited till mid-season to act right because he was on my fantasy squad. But we'll get to that in a minute.
We had that coming with Belair, but he's young, wasn't used to the NFL life, and I think he came in a little too big. Hopefully they go slim him down a little bit. Then I think he'll be more explosive, more effective. And that injury, which I still think should have been a personal foul, because dude didn't have to bend him over, twist him, and yank. He was doing too much because he was getting carved the fuck up. So I think that was but won't nobody say nothing like that. Everybody want to take shots at Kansas City, but people don't want to point the finger at themselves when they whole ass team do some bullshit. But I digress. It is what it is.
You're right, because Kansas City did make it to the Super Bowl, and you know what they say about second place? You're just the first person to finish last.
I don't give a fuck what they say about second. I ain't happy about that shit.
And
Like,
you shouldn't be. You should not be. You should be
but
hungry.
see,
You
here's
should
the
be
thing
wanting to get
though.
back in there.
I stay true to me, whether it's my team or anybody else's team. If you didn't win, it don't matter where you came in, because we all finished the same.
Exactly.
I've been saying the same thing since you've met me. I ain't. Oh man, we fuck second. We didn't win, so therefore we all took an L. Only team that matters is the one that got the trophy that year. Nothing more. Like people on our fantasy. Oh man, did you win? No. So therefore, we're all at the same level. Yeah, you may have won prior to that, and I give you props for that. You got one more ring than me. But during this season, it don't matter where you finish if you didn't get a ring. Any sport, if you didn't get the ring, it don't matter.
I'm still hurting about fantasy because I needed a few extra points at the end of the wire to make it to the championship game. That's all I needed. Didn't come through. It was a
Well,
magical season though.
sadly, this may be the 10th and final one because I got some rumblings of people saying they might be about to retire. So this one's about to be that bang. You gotta go bang bang. Gotta hey, gotta win 10 because it may not be 11.
Hey, I hear you. Now, I'm segueing because you showed me a possible championship belt for this year's league.
Yeah.
By the way, the one with the lions on it is still fire. Um, once we get that in, don't matter who wins it. I mean, at the beginning of the season, you're gonna have to put that on the show and just show everybody what's up for grabs. because that was nice. But I'm saying all that because you and I are both big fans of the Pat McAfee show,
Yeah.
and they had a segment where they were talking about what did they think is the greatest trophy in all of sports.
I'm
I
sorry,
already
and I
know.
forgot to watch that.
I already know what I
What?
believe. The Lombardi Trophy, hands down.
Eh,
They end up saying the NHL Trophy.
I
To me,
agree
it's
with
just a
them.
big cup. If I want to see a big silver cup, I'll go to the Pimp's Ball.
I, I like the NHL trophy because of the cup up top. It does make it a little bit doper, especially if you have your celebration. You dousing people with it, and it's like a barrel, so you can throw that bitch.
Well, it's a barrel
That's,
because it gets bigger and bigger every year because they keep adding championships to it. At some point, that thing's gonna be too damn big.
I don't know which one I would say is the weakest though.
The weakest, the
You know, if
national
I take it back.
championship trophy for the college football.
Nah, the NBA is probably the weakest trophy.
No, no, you know what? I'm gonna agree with the Pat McAfee show. The weakest trophy is Major League Baseball's pennant. It just looks like a big piece of metal.
Well, see, I'm thinking of just the championship. Fuck all the little minor shit. I'm
No,
thinking just
well,
that
nothing.
shit.
This is the Major League Baseball championship.
That thing's not just a piece of metal.
The World Series pennant. It's just like a little. It looks like a wrapped piece of metal with flags sticking out of it. It doesn't look good at all. It looks like something that my kid would get in high school.
Disagree.
I mean, well, another one they mentioned was Wimbledon. It's a damn plate.
I mean, with tennis and golf, they trophies suck anyway. So I didn't even mention them. But I
Well,
think
golf. Here's the thing about golf. It isn't really a trophy in the golf championship. It's a green jacket, so you can't really put that one in.
I look this MLB up because I must be tripping.
Yeah, you need to look up World Series trophy.
This is MLB championship trophy.
Check out the pictures of the MLB.
I don't see what's wrong with this trophy.
Bro, it kind of looks whack. I, I prefer the NBA trophy over that.
Hmm. Picture of the MLB 2020 championship trophy.
These pictures match.
No, the pictures don't match.
You know, you'd have better luck if you had an iPhone because Siri wouldn't get that wrong.
Damn shame how Siri's a punk then. All he's doing was what is told. I I kind of like the fact that it's a baseball. Then you got the flag for every team going around. I like that. I think the NBA is the weakest one
You can make
because
a
if you
case for
ain't up
either one.
on it, if you ain't up on it, you can't tell there's supposed to be strings or whatever from the net. You can't
Yeah.
tell that.
But still, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a diehard football fan. The Lombardi Trophy is still dope.
Football is probably number two because of the way it look and everything. But just something about the NHL and how they skating and they carrying it or whatever. Just something about that. I don't know what it is. It's just something about that kind of gets you fired up, make you want to go out there and skate around.
Well, you can't go wrong with either answer. I mean, and that's the same thing they said on Pat's show. So I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. All right, listen here. Before we wrap this up, you got anything you want to go out with?
Uh, yeah. Okay. But I meant to send it in the text. Quick little subject, sports related or whatever. We're going on year 4 now. I want to say year 4. It's coming back. Do we need to start taking the big three serious as a legit sport?
Man,
Cause
that's tough.
this is what I say. They increased the age to 22. It's 22 to you're dead to play. Had younger trials in Vegas. Got sponsorship. CBS is airing the games this year on Saturday. Got CBS airing the game on Saturday. Excuse me. Got sports one of the sports betting people is now an investor in it. So where now you can place bets on it. And they're having an all-star game this year. And how about the championship games in the Bahamas?
Okay.
It already shits on the Pro Bowl.
Well, everything shits on the Pro Bowl because
But you get what I'm saying?
yeah, I do. But let me answer your question with a statement. Uh, I'm not going to say it doesn't, and I'm not going to say it does. But if we look at football as a direct comparison, how long has the XFL been around?
Not fair comparison. XFL got hit with the pandemic when we both know it was doing good.
Doing good, but
The
it'll
product
still
was
it'll
good.
still never be the NFL.
See, that's the thing, though. Who said the big three needs to be the NFL, the NBA?
Yeah.
No one did. It's just a good quality filler for the summer if you're not a baseball fan, if you're not a WNBA fan. You know, it's a good
So
filler.
then we're comparing it then to the CFL.
Nah, because the CFL come on TV.
If you got ESPN 3,
I got ESPN 35, and I don't recall seeing
you got to
it.
catch it late at night.
That's when the Mustangs is on, the Conquistadors.
Don't forget the Barnstormers.
You know, but all jokes aside, it's gonna give, if it stays successful, it's gonna give the D League or G League and overseas a possible run for their money.
Yeah.
Only thing that's holding it back against the G League really is, and he said it when Joe Johnson, because Joe Johnson came to the league, everyone realized Joe. People forgot how cold Joe Johnson was. And, you know, typically you put him in a half-court setting, Joe Johnson ate the league up. Game, I saw when they came to Kansas City. That game winner he hit, I still can't believe he hit that motherfucker. Just, you know, he killed him. MVP, everything. He balled so hard and did so much. What happened? Hey, come to Atlanta, we putting you on the squad. He was like, first day he was cool. Second day he was cool. He said, but then next thing he know, and it kind of makes you wonder, did they bring him on and say, hey, look what we did? Then just to be like, look at what we did? Because next thing you know, it's 2 days, 3 days, practice going, he was like, his knee got hurt and he just couldn't keep up. It's kind of like when Jerry really was done when he left the Raiders, but he went to Seattle because, oh, boys, like, hey, come try out for us. Oh, no, he left Seattle, he went to Denver or whatever, just so they could be like, yeah, you ain't making the team. And Jerry, he retired after that. So I kind of felt like the NBA used Joe Johnson as a sacrificial lamb to try to kill the whole big three to the NBA mindset. Although a few other players did last season end up going pre-bubble. So it's going to be interesting because, you know, players looking for the quickest way to the NBA. And if they don't have to go overseas and the big three is making it happen, they're going to go.
True.
So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. And then it's like, I won't say the names got bigger this season, but the amount of players trying out, it definitely got bigger. They still have yet to get that cash cow. They thought AI was going to do that for them, but AI wasn't on basketball then. He wasn't. They think they should have been like, you know, be there in basketball. But he wasn't on basketball. Boy, I will give them credit. Every city they go to, they find some type of connection, celebrity to basketball, to where people be like, oh, okay. So when they came here, I was like, man, who they go get? I was like, Q don't know Tech Nine. People who probably don't know Tech Nine. But who do people know? Bill motherfucking Self. And who did they get? Bill motherfucking Self. Because they highlighted what game? Mario Chalmers game, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's Mario." So they playing the game well on getting big names in there to hopefully pull some eyes in. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this season goes because they got some new rules where you play 1-on-1 and some other shit like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But I think if this sustains and does good this year and then next year, we're looking at 4 or 5 years been in the game. You at some point you're gonna have to take it serious.
I
You know,
look
you
at it
got
like
to.
this. Sponsorship goes a long way for what you're trying to do. And, you say this is year 4. Once we get into year 5,
Mm-hmm.
to me, that's going to tell the story. First of all, if you've been in the game in anything for 5 years, you already about it. So that's a positive. So let's let's see what happens this year and springboard it into next year. But
Okay.
so far so good, and props to him for making it this far.
Yeah. I gotta give Q props. Him and his business partner had a good idea and it's working. And like even Steven Jackson was like, it's physical. Like if you're not ready to be physical, don't come.
Yeah, and springboarding back to the XFL, I can't wait to see what Danny and company does when they get it back together.
And
Uh,
it's gonna be interesting.
all right, kid, we're gonna call it. Appreciate everybody for watching, listening. Hey, if you're on YouTube, help us out with that algorithm. Please make sure that you subscribe to the podcast. Uh, hit that like button. Hell, even if you didn't like this week's episode, hit the like button. Help us on that algorithm. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. Let us know what you want to see in the future. We might just get that on for you. We got some big things coming this year, and you know, just like the big 3, we want to, survive 3, 4, 5 years and beyond as well. Um, you know, no excuses. No excuses for any of us. Anytime you want to better yourself, whether it be your field that you work in or a hobby or physically or mentally, get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. No more excuses. I'd rather see somebody try and fail than somebody don't try at all. Um, like I always say, stay positive, stay blessed. There's a reason why I say that. How many people that you've seen that are always negative? How many people have you seen like that are actually blessed? Exactly. So stay positive. You will stay blessed. I guarantee it. Kevin, take us on out of here.
All right, just to kind of, piggyback off, old wise one. Nice yellow and red combination today. Appreciate you.
Bro, this shirt is orange.
Hey, my glasses off is yellow. I don't give a fuck what you say. But nah, what RJK said is true, is real. I ain't gonna beg, please, ain't gonna do nothing like that. Hey, if you watch, click the button, like, support. We trying to grow this thing to where you never know what this could turn into. You could wake up one day, we could be on the radio doing this. You never know. Satellite preferably, so I can cuss, because I gotta be able to. Um, you just never know. So just like, subscribe, comment, all that type stuff. If possible. If you don't, hey, you don't. It is what it is. Like I said, I ain't gonna beg you to do shit. Um, as far as the Rich was saying, we got to give effort more than we give in doubt. Leave the doubt at the door. You know what I'm saying? Let your effort ride shotgun. Don't let your doubt ride shotgun. Because too many of us, self included, got so much doubt riding shotgun to where you don't know what you can or can't do. To where when you do the simplest thing, you amaze yourself because you forgot you could do that. And I've been there many a times the past couple of weeks. And I got to break myself of that. So I'm putting myself back at square one when I shouldn't have been there. But fortunately things happen. Um, Outside of that, just everybody treat each other right, be good to each other. it's too much bullshit going on to where people ain't caring about each other, and just too much bullshit. Period. Just do what you gotta do, maintain, go home, and just leave people the fuck alone. Shit. You don't want to be bothered, go home. They won't bother you if you're at home. That's how I look at it. On that note, everybody have a good one. Enjoy Juneteenth if you can. If not, it's cool. I don't celebrate shit anyway. I feel you. It's another one of these holidays they try to give niggas that really make no sense. How you got Juneteenth, Father's Day, a couple days apart from each other? Get the fuck out of here. Just hey, everybody have a good one. We'll see you. We'll see you next week. Then we'll probably be taking a break for a week or two after that.
Yeah, we'll definitely be back next week because we've got a special guest. Makita's gonna be on for the social media.
Okay, so we'll be back next week. Then after that, we'll probably take a little hiatus, recharge. Then we'll be back to hit y'all bastards back in the mouth with another one. On that note, I'm out. Richard's out. Trying to think. Make sure I ain't forgotten nothing. Ain't nothing really came out mind blowing music wise, so ain't got nothing like that to share with you. So just keep doing you. Be authentic versus being a replica. And on that note, we're the home of Richard's favorite team.
The Raiders. Thank you.